excuse the crazy hair. I just wanted to talk about something that I believe is really, really important for believers, followers of Christ. Listen to this. I was watching a video yesterday of this guy who said he was able to let go of a lot of different bad habits. He even pretty much overcame lust with borderline zero effort. He was just able to notice that a lot of different things, even like eating junk food, just different types of addictions, he was seeing those just slowly get deleted from his life. And this has happened over the course of a year. And he was talking about struggles he's had all of his life that he was able to finally just like, it just eviscerated. It stopped being in his life because he was letting himself be in the Lord's presence and rest in that for like an hour a day. He was able to enter that rest. And he talks about a lot of different verses in the Bible, the meaning behind them, essentially when the Lord talks about entering his rest. And he's saying that as Christians, if we are not doing all we can to be in that rest as much as possible, we are essentially, that is sin. So he's saying, here's what he's doing proactively to enter into the Lord's rest. And what he was doing was allowing himself an hour a day, or he's even saying start with 10, 20 minutes a day, but get up to an hour every day where you are able to just be in silence, in solitude, quiet. Means get your phone away from you, get literally everything away from you, sit in that silence and invite God in. Maybe even put some meditation music on, or it's like some worship music, but he said even have a notepad, all right? And write down stuff that you just hear. When you're saying, Lord, I invite you in. I just want to hear what you have to say. What words do you want to speak? Or, Lord, what do you have to say to me about XYZ? But mainly, it's, Lord, what do you just want to say? What do you want to say? And just creating that silence and then writing down whatever you hear. He's saying over time, he would notice that different things he struggled with all his life, different addictions, and stuff I mentioned, like you mentioned lust, right? He said these things would just, every few months, he'd notice like this thing disappeared. This thing disappeared. Okay, this want, this craving, this thing, it's gone. It's no longer a part of me. That is exactly what I have been wondering about as a Christ follower. I'm like, where does that come from? Because we hear about the renewing of the mind. We hear about the transformation, right? You hear about all these testimonials where people will say, I've been changed, but it's like, have you really? Have you really? This is where it's at. I'm seeing two things that have recently stuck out to me because yesterday I was praying to the Lord about this because I'll be real with you guys. I'm a fitness fanatic, but I have seen myself struggle over the years with being insanely locked in with my diet, and then I can't be consistent to save my life. And that has prevented me from really great achievements that I could have otherwise stuck with. And so this made so much, because I was like, Lord, what do I do with it? What do I do about this? What do I do? I know you have the answers. What do I do, Lord? And then before you know it, I see this video, this guy talking exactly about how he's seeing the craziest transformations because he is just allowing himself to sit in the Lord's presence. He just does that every day. So the second thing that I mentioned is, there's this where you're able to sit in the Lord's presence and you can see that change. But also I have been really making a point to understand what it means when you are praying and you're believing, having faith for something. Having trust in him is the faith. Saying it's already done. It is here. Faith isn't this thing where you're trying to climb up a ladder and like hopefully you can get to the top and then stay there. No, having that trust, that faith is that you're just already at the top and you're like, hey, I believe in that. So if you do that, and you're also able to, so you have your foundation, your belief in order, and then you're also able to just give time to God every day where you can just sit in his rest for 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Or maybe you can do it an hour straight, but you can just sit in that silence and you can just let him speak to you. Imagine Imagine the change that will take place because you are allowing the Lord now to come into you, into your subconscious, and just start picking things out. You also just let him speak to you, though. You let him transform you into how he sees you. Because we'll look at God and think, oh, he must be so pissed with me. He must hate me. He must despise me. No, you're letting the Lord just see you how he sees you. And he sees you as a very beautiful person. He sees you as his. He loves you. He will start removing things that just aren't of him out of you. And as long as you just let him do that, you will transform. But you have to create that space to allow him in. So enter into his presence by allowing him in. I hope this helps someone.